Hey guys, I hope you had a wonderful break and I've missed you quite a bit and I'm excited to jump back in where we left off with math. We are going to start off this week reviewing area, which remember is that space inside of a shape. And before break, we spent a lot of time practicing how to find the area by counting the number of squares inside a specific shape. And what we're going to be focused on today is we're going to look at these multiplication problems and we are going to draw our own rectangle to represent. And then we're also going to find the area of the shape. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first equation is 3 times 4. So since this is something new, I am going to show you guys how to do this whole problem. Then after I finish, I'm going to help you explain your reasoning. And we're going to talk about what we did and why we did it. And after that, you guys will have an opportunity to help me out. So pay close attention as I show you this first problem. All right, so our problem is 3 times 4. So in order to draw my rectangle, I'm going to start by looking at the 3. The factor 3 tells me that I need to draw 3 columns. So I'm going to draw 3 going down because remember, columns go up and down. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just kind of drawing the line. I haven't connected my shape just yet. We'll do that once we finish looking at the second factor. The next factor is 4. So I'm going to count over 4 because 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going across the shape now. And then once I have those two pieces, all I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the shape. I'm just going to connect it to the other lines that I've already drawn. All right, now this is the most important part, and I think it's the trickiest part for a lot of you. So let's work on this part together. When we're explaining our reasoning, we want to tell what we did to find the answer to a problem. And in this problem, I want to know what you did to create your shape. So the first thing that we looked at our factors, right? The factors 3 and 4. We noticed that we had 3 first and 4 second. Then we drew 3 going up and down, which is called the columns, and 4 rows going across. So first, we looked at the factors 3 and 4. Then we drew 3 columns and 4 rows. Now, this is the part that you guys already know how to do because you rocked it before break. What is the area of the equation? What is the area of the shape? So I want you all to pause your video, look at my shape that I've drawn. I know it's small, but I think you'll be able to figure it out. And then I want you to come back when you're ready and we'll talk about what we need to do. All right, guys, I hope that you got that the area is 12. And you were able to figure that out by going through and counting the squares inside. And if you guys are getting really good at that skip counting, you all may have counted by 4s going across. The rows, you may have said 4, 8, 12. And that would have given you the area a little bit faster than counting by 1s. All right, let's look at another one. All right, so 4 times 6. I want you guys to think about what are we going to do first? What is the first step of creating this rectangle? 4 times 6. I'll give you about 5 seconds to think of what you would do first. All right, so the first thing that you should do is you should look at your factors. And we're going to focus on our 4 first. We know that we're going to make 4 columns or 4 going up and down. So let's do that now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to stop there. I made 4 columns. Now I have to look at my second factor, which is 6. So I need to go across 6 rows. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And once you've created these 2 lines, you have enough information to be able to connect and create your rectangle. Very good. All right. I want you guys to stop and think about what we just did, and we're going to explain our reasoning, and then I'll let you guys do the next step. What did we do first, then, next, and last? All right, so the first thing that we did when we were looking, I hope you guys were able to get this right answer, is that we looked at our factors 4 and 6. Then, what did we do first or after we looked at the factors? We made 4 columns. And remember, those columns are going up and down. And when you guys are doing your written responses today, I want to see these words, columns, factors, rows. This is how you're going to get a good grade on this assignment because I'm going to be looking for those key words. So let's continue. After we made our 4 columns, what did we do after that? We made 6 rows. And remember, those rows are growing across the top of a rectangle. All right, and how do we find the area of this shape? I want you guys to take a minute and see if you guys can figure out the area of this rectangle here. When you get your answer, come back and unmute or unpause, excuse me. All right, if you got the area of 24, you are correct. Because if you count all of these squares, it would equal 24. All right, we're going to do one more and then I'm going to let you guys try one on your own. All right, so your next one is 6 times 3. So think about what are we going to do first after we look at our factors, 6 and 3. Yep. First, we are going to take that 6 and we are going to make our columns going up and down the side of the grid. So I'm going to count 6 columns. Ready? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Next, what do we do? Yep. Next, we take our 3 and we make rows across the top of the shape. So let's count over 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, now that we have that information, we can connect our rectangle and find the area. So you guys, while I'm getting our text ready, go ahead and try to find the area of this shape. All right, guys, before I share the area with you, I'm going to tell you that today's mystery word is New Year. New Year is our mystery word for Monday. So write that down somewhere where you can find it and make sure to let me know that you found the mystery word so I can invite you to Lunch Bunch on Friday. All right, so let's first think about what we did. So we know that first we looked at our factors, 6 and 3. Then we took our 6 and made 6 columns. And then we had 3 rows going across the top. And if you said that the area is 18, you're correct. And I'll show you where we got that. Right? So there's many ways that you could count these. When I look at these, I want to count them by groups of 6 that I see here. So I see a group of 6 there, a group of 6 there, and another group of 6 here. So I'm going to count by 6s. So I'm going to say 6, 12, 18. And you may be thinking to yourself, Miss Wilkerson, I'm not that great at counting by 6s yet. And that's okay because you can count by 2s, maybe 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and you get the same answer. And I know that some of you all are going to want to count by 1s, and that's okay. But just remember, as these factors get larger, they're going to have more boxes. So it's going to be harder to count by 1s. And I think it's going to be really good for you guys to start practicing counting by multiples of 2. So counting by 2s, 4s, 5s, all of those things are going to help you guys as you all start. So I'm going to stop our video here. And then on the next slide, if you hit the next arrow on Nearpod, you're going to see your own grid. And I want you to practice looking at the factors and drawing your rectangle and then finding the area. All right, good luck.